Hello, this is Tom Hach, Executive Director of Free Ohio Now, and I'd like to share some observations on why we as a nation are so divided today, which I will present in two separate videos. The first video is entitled The Circle Model, a Better Depiction of American Politics. When most people think about the political spectrum in graphical form, they think of a horizontal bar with the political left on the left, the political middle in the middle, and the political right on the right. I think this is a bad depiction because it lumps together political schools of thought which are rightfully separate. As examples, it lumps conservatives and fascists together, as well as classical liberals with communists. Please note, communist and communism are used as broad terms and encompass Marxism and other closely related ideologies. A better depiction of the political spectrum is the political circle model. As you can see, the ideologies which believe in a government singularity, communism and fascism, are at the top, and the least intrusive form of government, pure libertarianism, is at the bottom. Why are communists and fascists next to each other? Because they have much in common, including the state over the individual, no freedom of speech or thought, no freedom of religion, the state is God, and ideology over objective truth. What are the differences? Fascists believe in getting to the government utopian singularity via race or nationality, and the communists believe in getting there by class or by victim groups. These differences explain why communists have hated fascists and vice versa, despite their many similarities. Looking at the lower half of the circle model, both classical liberals and conservatives are grouped next to each other, and the question is why? Well, they too have much in common, including the belief that America is good, freedom of speech, the individual over the state, Judeo-Christian values, objective truth, freedom of religion, and belief in capitalism. What are the differences? Conservatives believe in representative democracy based upon meritocracy and limited government, and classical liberals believe in representative democracy based on equal opportunity and that government is a force for good. To be clear, the above does not mean conservatives reject equal opportunity or that classical liberals disregard meritocracy, but these distinctions highlight what each group most highly prioritizes. The overlap in values mentioned earlier is why in times past, both classical liberals in the Democrat Party and conservatives in the Republican Party could pass laws and implement policies which were good for America overall. While those in the political center will not be discussed in any detail, they exist in the lower half of the circle, on or near the border between conservatives and classical liberals. As the description implies, they have political views which overlap with, but are not exclusive to, conservative or classical liberals. You will notice the horizontal center of the circle is called the do not cross line. In the diagram, going above this line is the point at which a representative democracy is no longer possible. For conservatives, they move above the line towards fascism when they go from meritocracy to merit based on race or nationality, and classical liberals move above the line to communism when they go from equal opportunity to equal outcome. In reality, conservatives have nothing in common with fascists because meritocracy is antithetical to race-based merit, and limited government is antithetical to a utopian government singularity. Unlike the clear distinctions between conservatives and fascists, there are some near similarities between classical liberals and communists. Classical liberals already have faith government is a force for good, which makes them more open to the concept of the government utopian singularity. Additionally, communists, with their dominance over language, media, and culture, have blurred the lines between equal opportunity and equal outcome, and have seduced many classical liberals and people in the middle into supporting communist policies and laws, which are in reality actually antithetical to classical liberal beliefs. Drawing some conclusions from the discussion, there appear to be two main political centers: the communists and the classical liberals, and the people in the middle they have seduced into going above the do not cross line and the coalition of conservatives, people in the political middle, and the remaining classical liberals. You will notice the main two centers are separated by the do not cross line. Some people who look at our divided nation call for unity or bipartisan action. Unfortunately, the do not cross divide demonstrates there are no areas in common and why the outcome is extremely unlikely. The follow-on video, there will be an exploration of the origins of communism thinking and the implications to America thereof.